In last period, we have seen the relation between enthalpy change at constant pressure and enthalpy change at constant volume. That is delta H is equal to delta U plus delta nRT. In that equation, we have to calculate the value of delta N. How the value of delta N is calculated and what is the effect of value of delta N on delta H and delta U. Here, delta N gas is equal to N2 gas minus N1 gas, where N1 is the number of moles of gaseous product and N2 is the number of moles of gaseous reactant. Sorry, N1 is the number of moles of gaseous reactant and N2 is the number of moles of gaseous product. 1 means reactant and 2 means product. And consider only the number of moles of gaseous reactant and number of moles of gaseous product. Don't consider the number of moles of liquids and solids. पुन्हा सांगतो, ज्या वेळेस तुम्ही डेल्टा एन ची व्हॅल्यू काढणार त्यावेळेस सॉलिड आणि लिक्विड चे मोल रिएक्शन मधील गृहीत धरायचे नाही. फक्त रिएक्शन मधील रिएक्टंट चे गॅसेस मोल आणि प्रॉडक्ट चे गॅसेस मोल कन्सिडर करायचे. म्हणून मी इथं पर्टिक्युलरली लिहिलेलं आहे delta N gas is equal to N2 gas minus N1 gas. That is the summation of number of moles of gaseous product and summation of number of moles of gaseous reactant. Again, don't consider the number of moles of solids and liquids. Different values of delta N. And what is the effect of different values of delta N on delta H and delta U? Number 1, delta N is equal to 0. When delta N is equal to 0, at that time delta H is equal to delta U. For example, carbon solid plus O2 gas which give rise to CO2 gas. Don't consider the solid. Here reactant 1 mole of oxygen and product 1 mole of CO2. Therefore, delta N gas is equal to N2 gas minus N1 gas. Delta N is equal to 1 minus 1 is equal to 0 mole. If delta N is 0, delta H is equal to delta U. Second, delta N is positive or greater than 0. At that time, delta H is greater than delta U. For example, PCl5 gas, phosphorus pentachloride gas, dissociated into PCl3 gas and Cl2 gas. Here, there is only 1 mole of gaseous reactant and there are 2 moles of gaseous product. Therefore, delta N is equal to N2 gas minus N1 gas. Delta N is equal to 1 plus 1 and minus reactant 1. That gives 1 plus 1, 2, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 mole. That is the delta N is greater than 0 or delta N is positive. Therefore, delta H is greater than delta U. Third, delta N is less than 0. Less than 0 means negative value. At that time, delta H is less than delta U. For example, nitrogen gas combined with hydrogen gas to form ammonia gas in Haber's process. Here, 1 mole of nitrogen combined with 3 mole of hydrogen to form 2 mole of ammonia. It means that there are 4 moles of gaseous reactant and 2 mole of gaseous product. Delta N gas is equal to N2 gas minus N1 gas. Delta N is equal to 2 minus 1 plus 3. Delta N is equal to 2 minus 4. That is the delta N is equal to minus 2 mole. That is the delta N is less than 0 or negative. At that time, delta H is less than delta U. राईट. त्याच्यानंतर बोर्ड परीक्षामध्ये 2 वेळा सेपरेट क्वेश्चन येऊन गेलेला आहे. अंडर व्हॉट कंडिशन डेल्टा एच इज इक्वल टू डेल्टा यू. हा 2 मार्काला 2 वेळेस क्वेश्चन येऊन गेलेला आहे. वी नो दॅट डेल्टा एच इज इक्वल टू डेल्टा यू प्लस डेल्टा एन आर टी. This is the relation between enthalpy change at constant pressure and at constant volume. If N1 is equal to N2, what is the condition? N1 is equal to N2, and we know the formula to calculate the value of delta N gas is equal to N2 gas minus N1 gas. But here N1 is equal to N2, therefore delta N is equal to 0. If delta N is equal to 0, this product delta N into RT becomes 0. Therefore delta H is equal to delta U. This is the first condition. Second condition, if solids and liquids are taking part in the reaction instead of gases. And we have seen that if the solids and liquids are taking part in the reaction, don't consider their moles. And solids and liquids are not compressible or not expandable. Therefore, there is no change in volume. That is, delta V is equal to 0. If delta V is equal to 0, at that time delta H is equal to delta U. How delta H is equal to delta U? We know the equation for enthalpy change, delta H is equal to delta U plus P into delta V. But in this equation, delta V is 0. Why delta V is 0? Because in our chemical reaction, only solids and liquids are taking part. Solids and liquids are not compressible. If they are not compressible or if they are not expandable, the change in volume delta V is equal to 0. Here, put the value of delta V 0, delta H is equal to delta U. This is the second condition. And the third condition is for isoporic process. Isoporic process means iso is constant and poric means volume. The process which is carried out at constant volume, or the process or reaction or system in which volume remains constant. That is, delta V is equal to 0. Again, we know the equation for enthalpy change, delta H is equal to delta U plus P into delta V. But in this equation, again delta V is 0. Therefore, delta H is equal to delta U. These are the 3 conditions under which the value of delta H is equal to delta U. Then we see the enthalpy. Next question on the enthalpy changes. That is, physical changes in the enthalpy. Physical changes in the enthalpy means only change of state of substance. Means the state of substance only changes. There is no any chemical change in the state of substance. That is, enthalpies of physical transformation. Enthalpies of physical transformation. Physical transformation, or it is also called as enthalpy of physical changes. Enthalpies of physical transformation or physical changes. What is meaning of enthalpies of physical changes? Physical changes means only the substance changes from one state to another state. याचा अर्थ असा होतो की मूळ जो केमिकल सबस्टन्स असेल तो केमिकल सबस्टन्स मध्ये असा फार मोठा बदल घडून येणार नाही किंवा त्याच्यात रिॲक्शन घडून येणार नाही. फक्त त्या सबस्टन्सची चेंज स्टेट फिजिकल स्टेट चेंज होईल. म्हणजे सबस्टन्स सॉलिड असेल तर लिक्विड होईल आणि लिक्विड असेल तर गॅस होईल किंवा डायरेक्टली सॉलिडचा गॅस होईल. The enthalpies of physical changes are classified into three different types. The first enthalpy of physical changes or transformation are classified or divided into three types. The first one is enthalpy of phase transition. Phase transition means same substance converted into one phase to another phase. For example, solid is converted into liquid, liquid is converted into gas, or solid is directly converted into gas. Therefore, enthalpy of phase transition again subdivided into three types. That is, first, enthalpy of fusion. Delta H FUS. Symbol for enthalpy of fusion, delta H FUS. It is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure solid substance get converted into its liquid at constant temperature and pressure is called as enthalpy of fusion. Fusion म्हणजे वितळणे. कोणत्याही सॉलिड सबस्टन्सचा प्युअर सॉलिड सबस्टन्सचा एक मोल त्याच्याच लिक्विड स्टेट मध्ये कन्वर्ट होणे, मेल्ट होणे at constant temperature and pressure is called as enthalpy of fusion. It is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure solid substance melted or converted into its liquid at constant temperature and pressure is called as enthalpy of fusion. See again, it is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure solid substance melted or converted into its liquid at constant temperature and pressure is called as enthalpy of fusion. For example, here H2O solid is converted into H2O liquid. Delta HFUS is equal to plus 6.01 kilojoule per mole at 1 atm pressure and 0 degree Celsius temperature. That is at constant temperature and pressure. Reverse process, that is H2O liquid is converted into H2O solid, that is called as enthalpy of freezing. Reverse process called as enthalpy of freezing, represented by symbol delta H, freeze. Means only H2O liquid is converted into H2O solid. H2O solid is converted into H2O liquid, heat is absorbed. But when H2O liquid is converted into H2O solid, heat is evolved or heat is given out. That is the delta H freeze is equal to minus 6.01 kilojoule per mole. It means that during the conversion of 1 mole of H2O solid into H2O liquid, 6.01 kilojoule per mole of heat is absorbed. And during the conversion of 1 mole of H2O liquid into H2O solid, 6.01 kilojoule per mole heat is evolved. Here, negative sign indicates that heat is given out or heat is evolved. Second type of enthalpy of phase transition is enthalpy of vaporization. Delta H VAP. Vaporization is the surface phenomenon. When a liquid is heated, from the surface of liquid, vapors are given out. Here, enthalpy of vaporization is defined as it is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure liquid gets converted into its vapor at constant temperature and pressure. It is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure liquid substance gets converted into its vapor at constant temperature and pressure. It is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure liquid substance gets converted into its vapor at constant temperature and pressure is called as enthalpy of vaporization. For example, here H2O liquid is converted into H2O vapor or H2O gas. Delta H VAP is equal to plus 45.07 kilojoule per mole at 1 atm pressure and 0 degree Celsius temperature. Here 1 mole of liquid water heated converted into H2 gas or vapor. 45.07 kilojoule per mole of heat is absorbed at constant temperature and pressure. And a reverse process, gas is converted into liquid, is called as condensation. Means minus 45.07 kilojoule of heat is given out when 1 mole of H2O gas is converted into H2O liquid. That is called as enthalpy of condensation. Then third type of enthalpy of phase transition is enthalpy of sublimation, represented by delta H SUB, enthalpy of sublimation. आता तुम्हाला माहितच असेल सबलिमेशन म्हणजे काय. सबलिमेशन म्हणजे डायरेक्टली बाय हीटिंग सॉलिड इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू वेपर विदाउट कन्वर्टिंग इनटू लिक्विड. दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज सबलिमेशन. म्हणजे सॉलिडला हीट करायचं आणि डायरेक्ट तो वेपर मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचा, तो मध्ये लिक्विड मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचा नाही. It is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure solid substance directly converted into its vapor at constant temperature and pressure is called as enthalpy of sublimation. It is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure solid substance directly converted into its vapor. Directly converted into its vapor is called as enthalpy of sublimation. See again, it is the enthalpy change takes place when 1 mole of pure solid substance directly converted into its vapor. Example, H2O solid is converted into H2O vapors or H2O gas. Here, delta H SUB is equal to 51.08 kilojoule per mole at 1 atm pressure and 0 degree Celsius temperature. Here, 1 mole of solid water, that is ice, is directly converted into H2O vapors or gas by absorbing 51.08 kilojoule per mole of heat at constant temperature and pressure. These are the 3 types of enthalpy of phase transition. That is enthalpy of fusion, enthalpy of vaporization, and enthalpy of sublimation. From these 3 types, we can predict or we can conclude that enthalpy is a state function. What is state function? The function which depend upon initial and final state of system, not depend upon path followed by the system. The path may be 1, 2 or 3 number of paths or single path, but the change is not depend upon path followed by system, depend upon initial and final state of system. Here, enthalpy of fusion means solid is converted into liquid, and enthalpy of vaporization, liquid is converted into gas, and enthalpy of sublimation, directly solid is converted into gas. Enthalpy of fusion plus enthalpy of vaporization is equal to enthalpy of sublimation. See here, delta H fusion plus delta H vaporization is equal to delta H sublimation. H2O solid is converted into H2O liquid, delta H fusion is equal to plus 6.01 kilojoule. First. Second, H2O liquid is converted into H2O vapors or gas, delta H vaporization is equal to plus 45.07 kilojoule per mole. And addition of these two is the third equation, that is H2O solid is converted into H2O gas, delta H sublimation is equal to addition of these two 51.08 kilojoule per mole. Means H2O solid is converted into H2O gas. This reaction is a two-step reaction, depend upon two different paths. And H2O solid is converted into H2O gas. This is a single-step reaction. Means this is the first path, and this is the path first, and this is the path second. Means reaction is carried out by path first or by path second. The change in enthalpy is not depend upon path followed by the system. It depends upon only initial and final state of system. Therefore, enthalpy change is a state function which depend upon initial and final state of system, not depend upon path followed by the system. Then we see the second type of enthalpy of physical transformation or enthalpy of physical changes. The second type of enthalpy of physical changes is enthalpy of atomic or molecular changes. Second type is enthalpy change of atomic or molecular changes. First type of enthalpy of physical transformation is enthalpy of phase transition. And enthalpy of phase transition again subdivided into three types: enthalpy of fusion, enthalpy of vaporization, enthalpy of sublimation. And then second type of enthalpy of physical changes or physical transformation is enthalpy of atomic or enthalpy of molecular changes.